Can I change my insecure attachment style and cycle of dysfunctional relationships? It took me 3 failed marriages, nearly 30 years of marriage in total, and a good therapist to help me understand what needed to change so that I could break the cycle of relationship dysfunction that I was in. Once I realized I was the only thing that I could really change, I finally began to change. Our attachment style begins to form in our earliest years of development. This typically occurs from birth to about 2 years old, and some psychologists theorize that this sets the stage for our future relationships. A parent who responds to their child's needs consistently and appropriately will help the child build a secure attachment style. The more consistently and appropriately the parent responds, the more secure the attachment style in their child. An inappropriate response occurs when a loved one tells you yes, but they actually mean no. An example might be that a couple agrees to see a movie, and then when the movie is done, one partner's mad that you made them go to that movie. Laughing when someone is hurt, scared, or feeling insecure might also be an inappropriate response. These improper responses can be really frustrating as adults, but when it happens to young children, it can confuse their understanding of relationships and attachment. Our brains are these amazing pattern recognizing systems, and these inconsistent and inappropriate messages can create problems in our development. We may think inconsistent and inappropriate responses are normal, and then we're attracted to people who display these characteristics. We may feel like these people complete us, make us whole, are our soulmates, and the person of our dreams. That person of our dreams may soon become something in a nightmare. It might be easy to blame our problems on our parents and our families, and yet there's so many examples of people rising well above their circumstances. What matters most in our lives is the here and now, and having the desire, knowledge, and ability to make meaningful changes in the one thing we have the most control over, ourselves. I've struggled with insecure or anxious attachment for as long as I can remember. Some of this started when I was very young. The patterns continue to develop past childhood, and as I moved from school to school, sometimes multiple times per year during grade school and through high school, I continue to work and struggle with the feelings of insecurity and fear of being abandoned. I've learned to recognize when those feelings come up that they are very old feelings and not at all related to my here and now. As we do our work and become more emotionally healthy, we begin to attract people who've done their work and are emotionally healthy themselves. We can break that cycle of attachment styles. I finally learned that if you dig deep enough, that the gold will find you. It did for me. And for me, the first time I am in a relationship with someone who is emotionally healthy, doing their work, and I'm learning how to give and receive a secure attachment style. You might be in pain right now, and I know how bad that hurts. It sucks. I felt alone, unworthy, and invisible, and I also felt like I was in a shame storm when I thought about 3 failed marriages. Who gets married and divorced 3 times? Well, I did. I learned a lot from those experiences, and it led me to writing The Antics. My goal in writing this book was to help at least one person. Perhaps that person is you. I wanted to share the story of Clarence and Narcy to help people understand they are not alone, and they can find a way to begin their healing journey. Meet them in The Antics and begin your healing journey to a more fulfilling life. Dig deep, and the gold will find you.